Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy John Megacycle here. Another episode of the Dyson Sphere program coming at you. Really super excited. We are making matrices of the gravity persuasion. Really super delighted about that. Can't express how excited well, I can. I'm pretty freaking excited. That's pretty amazing. This is really shown. I guess that's the culmination of at least a dozen episodes of work trying to get everything organized and reconfiguring a ton of stuff, getting everything really dialed in to the point where, yeah, that's what we're happy with. That's what we got. That's the next stage in our personal evolution, yeah? So there's a couple things I want to work on. First of all is trying to figure out power. I have way too much of this. What did I need for more power plants? Oh, I needed nanotubes and supermagnetic rings. Okay. Well, I think I know where to get both of those things. So that's going to be easy. Ironically, it's where I have our little fusion reactor guys at. That iron is starting to wean down, which is fine. I will take all of that. Gosh, where in the heck is the cargo or the carbon nanotube? I think it's right around here. But I don't think it's in a logistics. It is not. Cool, thanks. I need a bunch of that. Cool. That should really help my power needs. And I know I've said that a couple of times. I know. But we should be looking better. We're not great, but we should be looking better. This is cranking out strange matter. How much deuterium do you have on hand? We have enough for some process? Yeah, okay. Let's see, one of you's not plugged in. That's a crying shame. That's better. Everyone's plugged in? Just checking the animation on top. Yep. All looks good. Nice. Okay, let's get a little more power plugged in. I know I'm sure people have already been screaming at the screen with how I could be doing a lot of this better, but like I said, taking a real relaxed approach. I've got a lot of these resources ready to go. It's not like I'm hurting for these deuterium fuel cells. I can always throw down way more of the mini proton colliders and turn more hydrogen into deuterium. So that's not a big deal. Also, what I ought to do is I also ought to go back to the gas giant and get more of that plugged in. Is this all of them? No, I got one more. Perfect. Okay, what are we looking like now? Plenty good. Plenty good. Okay. Now that we've got that going on and science is starting to resume, what I want to do right now is kind of fly around and check all the facilities and all the processes we have. What I want to make for very sure is that when it really comes down to it, that we have enough stuff of everything for everything to do what it needs to do. Yeah? That's kind of the plan. So I'm just going to do some really lazy spot checks here. Okay, that iron's just getting eaten up immediately. No needs. So I thought we would have more needs here, but it looks like we're handling this okay. It seems to be alright for copper, so no rush there. Circuit boards? I thought we'd need way more. I guess we don't. What else? I think I already checked some of these. Yep. Plenty of coal coming in. Processors are a problem. That is something that is fairly obvious. These micro transistor things are a problem. So ideally what I'd like to do is I'd like to go find a chunk of land, cut out a slice, and do microchips, or the circuit boards, and a few other things. Yeah. That might be our next real plan. Is this all tapped? One vein, no vein, no vein, no vein. Boop, boop, boop. How much is left in that little guy? 8,000. Let's go ahead and get that a little more finished up, yeah? Oops. Okay. Good show. That's all tapping real nice. Oh, so before I get too much farther, the other thing I wanted to check is this stuff. So this is asking for... Oh no, it's supplying iron ore. Okay, I almost freaked out for no reason. Yeah, our solar sails we can kick on really anytime we want. This is demanding copper plate. That's way too slow. This is demanding, yep, processors and the filter planes. Way too slow. Okay. So our filter planes are over here, I believe. What are you guys waiting on? Or maybe you're waiting on nothing. Nope. You're waiting on nothing, it seems. So I need more of this. I need more of that in my life. Okay. Lots of stuff I want to do. For sure. I've only really tapped one planet for everything. Is it this one? Elkapath 2, whatever? No, Elkapath 1. We have the copper, the iron, the silicon tapped. I kind of want to go to Elkapath 2, get the iron and copper and titanium there. I already have titanium coming in for sure. Do I have any more logistics vessels? I don't. Reinforced thrusters. I know where to get those easy. But the circuit boards and everything is going to be kind of a problem. The processors, I mean. Okay. What do we work on first? I've got like 5 items in my mind I'd like to work on. We're moving through science as quickly as we can right now based on what we've got, I feel. This copper's moving through quite well. We have plenty of plates ready to go. We do. Okay. Nice. Real nice. I think I want to honestly gut this and redo it. Oh. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to require these items. For example, the processors are going to need a lot more of this. But I think I might do... What? Request iron, request copper? And then just pipe it all through? I think so. This is going to be a nasty, nasty cut, but we're going to do it anyway. This all goes away. All these willy-nilly belts all over the place no longer need to be a thing. Come on. Yep, a balancer for no reason. And then this will actually lead all the way up to a logistics center as well, I believe. I can cut that there too. Yep. Hi. No more of that. I'll take all of it. Clear and reset. This is demanding copper. Okay, because it's feeding all this. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I'm not really too understanding as to why, but now I understand the why. This, whatever this went to, yep, and that gets cut. Now, what does this go to? Okay, so realistically, I gutted one thing, now I gotta gut the whole thing, right? Like, messed with one part of the equation, and now the whole equation doesn't make any sense. Can't put it in a thesis paper, can't do bupkis with it. So now it's time for us to bupkis-proof everything. Okay, how much storage do I have? Low. So here's what we're gonna do. Copper. Iron. Have all the iron. Have all the copper. You're going to demand 800 of each. Cool. That saves me some time, so now I can do this. That process held on for a very, very long time, but I want better belts. I want better sorters. I want this to not be just piping all over the place like a jerk. It's nice and all, but we need to upgrade. We desperately need an upgrade. So a lot of the processes that I have running are going to fail. It's almost like saying instead of fixing one part of an engine, like, oh, your spark plugs are dead. Just replace the spark plugs and you're fine. Instead of it saying it's something like that, I'm literally going to take apart the whole thing and start over. This doesn't have to happen anymore. None of that makes any sense. That's it. This is going to stink. But I need it done. To make this less painful, what I should have done is probably done it backwards. I should have cut it from the very end, which is processors, and then redone it. That's probably what should have happened. But right now, this is what's happening. Come on. Frickin' curved planet. Okay, that plugged into something valuable. Yeah? We good? We good. Okay. All this level 2 stuff gets removed. All of it. All of that. All of that. So what? We had like 20 level 1 assemblers? Got plenty of room. I might need to expand that, actually. So let's just play make-believe here for a second. Okay. That's as much room as I need to give for that process. Now for this... Hi. You are going to make me so many circuit boards. Now we're getting to a point where I don't have a lot of wiggle room. So do I have enough? I don't have enough room for any of that? Okay. Here's what we do. We're going to push you back one. And then I'll have enough room for power poles. I wasn't counting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. How long does it take to make one of these? 1 second. I think that'll do. Okay, so right down the line. Copper. Iron. And it's close. It's not quite, but it is close. So something like that. And that. It's been so long since I messed with this side of the factory. It's really nice to come back. All of this these circuit boards, the copper. I mean, these are the first things that we really logisticsed up and said, hey, this is how this is going to go from now on. This is how we're playing the game. And it's just been so long since I came back to revisit it that this level 1 to level 3 upgrade is a pretty big freaking deal, I think. Okay, this spacing is going to be incredibly weird because of the angles. And that'll work good for the smelteries as well. Whenever we have to expand that, that'll work out just peachy keen. Okay. Good stuff. Let's get these bad boys producing. Cool. So let's kind of talk roadmap a little bit, yeah? We've gotten gravity matrices automated. That's a huge win. It's a little slow, but at least we're still doing science. I'm super happy about that. I'd like to start talking about the componentry to start building the Dyson sphere. I don't know what that looks like. I don't have any idea what that might preclude, aside from a couple of the items say, use this to launch rockets at the sun, or whatever. Like, that stuff works out pretty well. But I don't know what that looks like from a production side. Can I not plug something into you? What the heck? There we go. That'll do. We already got the one side, so this is easy. Okay, I think we're good. There was one... Yep, there you are. Cool. Okay. That is what I would call a good start. So let's add one more line, and then I think we'll be good. Then I think we won't have to mess around with this for a while. I'd say that, but... We're literally upgrading our factory by a factor of anywhere from 2 to 5 to 10. I think there was a couple processes that we tore apart, and it's like, yeah, this is increasing tenfold. Something like this. Fly, my pretties, fly! Yep, now we're ultra tight again. Working on the equator is probably where we have the best ability to make sure that stuff is a little more uniform. Oh, I was gonna say, please don't tell me I've been building with Tech 2 this whole time. Oh my god, I would cry. Lack of item, that's fine. Okay, let's go get some stuff. I got some garbage belts to dump off, and some sorters, and a bunch of stuff. Yep, upgrading this stuff up to the higher tier is really saving us a lot of resources. Because right now, that's about 500 belts I don't have to screw with. I'll take that. How many of this do I have on hand? I see one stack. Let's grab another stack. Whoops. I need that. Oh yeah, level 1 sorters. Hi. Cool. That looks like everything to me. So we'll get this plugged in. That's going to give us whole messes of chips. I keep calling them chips. They're circuit boards. I keep calling them chips because I'm an idiot. I want you to hold 1,000. Cool. Yep, get these all slam-basted in, and then we're going to do the micro circuit, whatever's they're called. I keep forgetting the name and I don't care. And then we'll do the processors. Processors need an overhaul. Lack of item. No coils. Ah. Alright. Literally gonna grab 3 stacks of coils and just go absolutely ape. Coils are right. I overshot. Oh, I undershot. Yep, perfect. Hi, I would like literally that many coils. I would literally like that much ingot. Guess what? Cool. We understand each other now. I'll just hang on to it, thanks. Like, they craft so quickly. Like, I don't even bother automating with it because it's just so quick to craft. And I'm gonna have 200 in the next 2 minutes. I don't have to craft anything else, so this is free labor. Now, another thing that would be interesting is if the mecha required power in order to craft. That would be an interesting component, I think. Because what would happen is that would be a really, really great deterrent to make me not have everything handcrafted. And I don't have everything handcrafted, but like, in the earlier game, like I said, I took longer trying to get to the tier 2 sorters. The main reason for that was really just because we were moving so quickly up the tech tree, I guess. Did I get these? I didn't get these. Yeah, this is well more than a doubling of not only just the scale, but the production. And what I mean by that is these guys produce 100% faster than the tier 1 guys. So, like, there's a lot of good production potential here, to say the least. That was a little sloppy, but it worked. I'm never gonna get the sound of a sorter linking in out of my head, ever. I'm pretty convinced. Cool. That is a significant upgrade. And I am happy to be behind that. You're gonna need to be kicked up to 1200. What do we need more of? Is it 2 iron, 1 copper? It's 2 iron, 1 copper. Okay. You can still be at 800. I know that's not a perfect 1 to 2, but that works for me. Okay, we've got that in storage. Now, what do you need? Oh, you actually just need high purity silicon and copper. To which case, I don't have high purity silicon in the network. I still don't think I do. So that's going to be an overhaul. But the bigger part that's an overhaul is this. These processors. Which I would very, 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 very much like to do. Let's see where I can put that high purity silicon in. That actually really does it for me. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. That goes... Hello? That goes away. That goes away. How much of this do we have? Well, guess what? High purity silicon and 1,000 supply. That goes away. This is all gonna get changed out a little bit. Where's this going then? Oh, okay. That's not a big deal. That's 0% a big deal. Take that. It's dangerous to go alone. This will go away. Yep. What level is this? 1 or 2? 2. I'll get it. I'll do it. Yep. If I'm gonna do any of this, I'm gonna do it right. The sorters, I don't care too much about. That's not that big of a deal to me. Did I get that? That's weird. Okay. Something like that. And now this is going to pipe right into this bad boy. Hi. There you go. Nope. Wrong guy. Wrong dude. Ha! Psych! I fooled myself. Man, if I had $1 for every time that's happened. Angle's not too wide. Is it still... Are you the trouble child with the angle too wide? Is this better? That's not better. What the hell? Okay. Yep. Right. I remember one of you guys being like this. I didn't remember which one. Is this better? Okay, that's so much better, apparently. Now, for this, I'm going to just pull out of this. I know that this has been, like, against my mode of operation. My modus operandi, right? I'm probably mispronouncing that, too, but that's okay. Now, this feels a little more regulated. And now, if I need to expand more, that feels easier to me. Okay, that system has been restored. This nonsense pile... Oops, it's not what I wanted. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. That looks like that. That looks like this. Whistle go woo. Whistle go woo. Yeah? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so that gives us a boatload of that. All connected appropriately, right? All good? Okay, that's now part of the logistics network. Now, I can gut all this crap and start over. Man, I have a heavy heart every single time I say that. Oh cool, now I can tear all this hard work I did completely up and out of nowhere and start completely over from scratch all over again. Ha 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 ha. Doesn't make me feel good. The progress makes me feel good, but... Ugh. Okay, where does this come from? This I kind of don't care about. It was probably the circuit boards, yeah? Okay, guess what? Nope. Look at that. Just whole piles of the planet we're just cleaning up, tidying up. You know, after I say that, especially considering I nuked all of the ecology on the planet, but still. Like I said, man, I could just sit here and just enjoy the view. Oh, but this is where the microcrystalline whatevers are going to go anyhow. That can go away, because that'll relink. All this goes away. How much of this do we have? Cool, nuke it. Okay, can you start taking some of this stuff from me, please? Make processors, because gosh, I need them, but more importantly, I need my inventory to be a little less garbage. Okay, I think that's the best I'm going to get out of that. Also, you can just have these processors, because I don't need them right now. What else is coming over here? That looks like iron or steel or something. Either way, it's completely wrecked. So hopefully I'll get a couple more processors out of that crap I dumped into these assemblers. And while they're doing their assembly dance, I'll work on the micro whatevers and all the other stuff that we removed. Haha! I also need to automate logistic spots because that is going to be a big deal. Big old big deal. I want you to go to 3,000. Have that. Thank you. Cool. Let's go dump off a few more things before my inventory just gets saturated with fat. I don't need any of this. Oh, that's my only supply. I could have just left it there. Thank you. Can I hand you some of this? Awesome. Cool. Inventory is much better. I have a boatload of foundation, as it should be. So now, let's get started with the next task. What do you have? You're supplying iron and copper. Okay, that's totally reasonable. 94,000 there. 29,000 there. Okay, I'll just leave that be, I think. There's no real reason for me to muck with something good. Mess with something that works. You're gonna go here. You are going to be infatuated with this. And what did that require again? I forgot already. Silicon and copper. Copper. I would like 800, 800. Is the process 1-to-1? 2 silicon, 1 copper. Okay, glad I checked. And bots. No bots, interestingly enough. Come on, buddy. Oh, come on. There you go. Thank goodness I still have production here. Automating that was probably one of the best things I've automated. The bots are relatively cheap as well, so it's not like it was that big of a deal, but still. Okay, so the deal with all this deal is I need a boatload of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start with that. I should have specified your crafting component, but I didn't. Oh, is there a range? I guess there's a range to paste recipes. Interesting. Oh well, not a big deal. Elote. Yes. Yes. And yes. That looks like that. I love how these guys are just about as fast as I can move. That's a cool feels. Especially before when they were just like, oh my god, I don't want to get out of bed this morning. Why do you make me get out of bed this morning? Like, that's how your construction bots operated beforehand. But now, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Something like that. Alright, power. Let's talk power. Power is always going to seem to be a big pain in my tuchus, because the spacing in between buildings is rarely consistent. Yep, see, now they're crazy tight. They're crazy tight up again. I should just really get over the fact of the whole counting thing. Like, I don't care how much, just add more. Maybe that should be my MO, right? I don't know. Anyhow, let's get you suckers plugged in. Johnny needs some juice. Well, more specifically, it's, you know, component processor pieces, but juice. Starting to go a little cross-eyed with all this clicking, I think. We good? Okay. This was actually one of my more mature production lines, I think. Not because, like... Well, it's really hard to put into words, I guess, but this is one of those production lines that I've just left alone for the longest amount of time. This was probably one of those that I was most convinced was like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. We'll get to it later. We're not using a lot of processors or whatever. We'll get to it later. I think of all the ones that I haven't messed with, I think this one's clearly the oldest. Let's get the back end dialed in. Oh, whoops. Nope. That's not what I want. Cool, we're good. Now, power? Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. That'll seal the deal for the other side as well. I'm not wasting any space. I don't have to screw around with any amount of buffer zones or nothing. Ain't gotta mess with nothing, yeah? Nothing. Okay. This is good. Now I'm seeing some solid gains. Just plug right in there. Yep, I think I would want to do like one more. Ultimately, but let's move on to processors. I need this whole thing redone, because I'm sure my supply chain is just crying right now. And this is well more than enough to get us started. And I missed again. That's okay. Doesn't have to be pretty, right? Has to just work. Oh my god. This game tracks the size of your save files. What I almost wish this saved instead is how many clicks. Honestly, I think I've broken my click record for any clicking game I've ever clicked in my entire life. Just so much, so much. Alright. Bots. There you go. Sort. Okay. Processors require what? The two things I just cleaned up. Excellent to the max. Processor supply. 1200 is great. I need this. I need this. How much of that do I need? It's a 2 to 2. And it takes how long to make one? 3 seconds. Okay, I think 600 of both will do us just fine. Demand. Demand. Okay. Last round. This is it for the basic electronics and all the little stuff that was like stuff we've hodgepodged together. Now we're gonna be mostly entirely logistics. I wouldn't say entirely, but like some of the greatest strides that we've made right now are really... Does that really connect to all that? That didn't go anywhere. Let's just chuck that right there, solve all the problems, yeah? Badoo! Sorry about that. Quick work email. Okay, we're all good. More, every time we decommission, that's literally more and more and more of this low-level stuff we're turning into high-level gear. Which is pretty awesome in its own right. So now, just to keep the train going, instead of supplying these, we'll demand them. Easy fix. The only thing that isn't an easy fix is the direction of the belt. Oh wait, totally lied. Also an easy fix. Yep, and boof. Now, I need to get thrusters, these bots, the logistics vessels, all that rigmarole somewhere else. That would be ideal. But right now, this is the final countdown. This is what we got to be working on. Let's see if I can get this at least a little straight, and the horizon bends, so it absolutely does not matter at all. Cool. The horizon doesn't bend, the planet does. You are making these bad boys. Awesome. I got 10. I'm happy. 10 is kind of like the minimum I'll do for a row of anything nowadays. So, happy for that. You are going to come out as this. You are going to come out as this. Oh, whew. I was thinking that was going to say angle too wide, which it looked like it was really going to say, and I just held my breath for a moment, and I'm like, ah, craps. Beans. Beans Bacardi. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay, this has to be started right now. That's why I'm not bothering to set up another line quite yet. This I don't really need. Which am I holding? Oh, for goodness sake. Storage. Here you go. And that's probably it. You can demand them now. Thank you. Okay, all plugged in, all working. Yep, looks good to me. I just set these up right here next to y'all. Doesn't look to me... Oh, it actually does. I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's going to line up, but it actually really does look like it will. This doesn't have to flow back because of how long these things take to make. So in that case, I'm just going to come down here, loop around here, and that saves a port in the logistics bay, yeah? Simple stuff. Alright, alright, alright. I'm not gonna feel satisfied until I double this. Now the old system was, again, fairly mature, had a fair amount of production, aside from some of my other processes. But this thing, gonna want to do some work. Okay. We're moving, we got processors. I'm sure we're going to be out of processors for a long time, considering this was the end of the production chain, and this is where we were out of stuff. Okay, so now we got a real tight-knit group right here. This is going to go all the way. Perfect. Now, I would like some more power here. A little overkill on the Tesla towers? Yeah, probably. But I don't want to have to monkey around with literally any more than I have to, so that's why we do what we do. That looks like that. That looks like that. Nope. Oh, no. Nope. Yeah, I know you guys came in for the weekend to work. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Do you have artificial intelligence? Like you're not a Gestalt consciousness, are you? This isn't literally Stellaris all over again and I'm about to get my butt kicked because enslavement to the machines, right? No. I hope. I mean, I'm a machine, so I hope not. Output to line. Whoa, okay. Cool, there's all that. And again, just to get the game going. Cool. Yep, even with everything being produced, there's tons of gaps, which is perfect. That means we're not oversaturating the line. I'm happy with all that. Copy-paste all the usual rigmarole. You get the idea. But this is definitely big ups. Big ups from what we had. Cool. Yes, it works. Awesome. I don't care how the little sorters look anymore, just get them in. Probably going to take us a bunch of time for us to really normalize. I say that, we've already normalized. I define normalization as the breaking point between you've stopped hemorrhaging an item and you're in the normal flow of demand. That's really how I consider it. And I notice I am low on sorters, which is fun-fortunate. We're not gonna have enough. Nope to that. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we good? Okay. Come on, buddy. Gotta work on your flight speed or whatever. Do a little shopping. I got a bunch of belts to drop off, a bunch of belts to pick up. Assemblers. Where's my assemblers at? Yes, we're low on assemblers too. Here's 34 of... Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And I'll take 2 stacks of that. Oh, let's see here. For sorters... Yep, that's what I mean by eating inputs. It just gobbled that up like it was lunch. Cool. I have a bunch of these titanium crystals I don't want. Where's yellow science? Hi. Enjoy that. Thanks. I don't want it anymore. Nuts to that noise. Copper's running low. That's good. I want that cleaned up and knocked out. Give me some more room for manufacture. Okay. Was it? Yep, right here. Right here. Right here. Of all the right heres, it's the right here. What am I missing? We're not producing enough something. I'll have to take a look in a second. It must be those crystalline component whatevers that I just literally set up. Which is fine. Cool. That's all done. That's all done. Yes, we're out of those. How many... Wait, where did those go? Here we are. We out of anything here? We're out of... Oh my gosh. We're way out of this. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is why I left some space. This is exactly why I left some space. I knew we would need more. You don't triple a bunch of manufacture and then be like, well, it'll work. Wait, why is this going down? Oh, I guess when I was planning it, I wasn't really planning it very well. This can all get pulled up because it goes up now. Oh, maybe that might have been it because we changed direction on this sort of a thing. Now, what I should also check, I should have checked before we even started all this, was my silicon ore production. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we're fine. Yep. Leveled that out right to a T. Perfect. That goes away. And then this does a thing. Yeah, we have enough silicon ore. Let's jump that up another 1,000. Because I don't like being short on raw materials. I don't like to be short on anything. But the raw materials, the raw ores are what get me the most. Because that literally shuts down every piece of the production line. So, let's try to do the good thing and not make that a thing. That can all just latch in. I don't think there's any way we're going to saturate this line. How long does this take to make? 2 seconds. Ugh. That's probably not helpful in the slightest. Okay. We're not going to double our production, but it's going to be a very hefty increase for sure. And I will accept that, no problem. Okay, cool. That looks better. Better? Wow. Squeaky voice all of a sudden. Better! Now, we have, just by looking at the line here, I see that not really much of the raw ore is moving. So we could easily extend this down a few more smelters on both sides. Yeah, something like this on the easy cakes. 1, 2, 3... I mean, that's another 10 smelters right there. So I call that absolutely worth it. Worth my time, worth the setups for sure. I might need to set up another silicon smeltery area. And that's fine. That's not a problem. We've got more than enough of everything we need moving that I can easily expand up and just be like, alright, you know what? Smelting Part 2, The Reckoning. Smelting Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Smelting whatever. Okay, that looks better. How are we looking? Still hemorrhaging. That's okay. Oh! We out of ore? What the heck? No, we're not out of ore, but I think we hit our limit of how far we can take this. Well, this has a few in it. Yeah, that's fine. Up that. Yeah, this stuff is getting some resources without too much of a problem. That can get clipped. That can go there. I want to get a little more because very soon I'm going to just walk away from this and I won't know what happens until I check it in a while. I think that's pretty good. Let's call this an episode. I want to let this sit for a few minutes. I want to see where we're at. And, yeah, another episode, another batch of good progress, yeah? Let's take a look at the planet. Yeah, you couldn't even tell. Well, we still have about half or, I don't know, 2/5 left or something. But, like, just from this angle, you might not even recognize it as, like, an organic planet. Like, we paved everything and there's little parks everywhere. But, anywho, thank you for joining me. Name's John Megacycle. Another episode of the Dyson Yes, I messed it up. The Dyson Sphere program is in the books. Thanks again, I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.